The market is crazy right now, so here's 4 tips for job hunting in the age of AI. Number 1 is understand your spiky traits. What I mean by that is basically the traits you have that are furthest from average, super high variance, the things honestly that make you a little weird. And you want to find the context or the environments in which those traits become superpowers. For example, if you're like freakishly organized, you're going to love jobs where it's all about building process, creating systems, really thinking through how everything connects. That's going to help you identify in general roles or industries where your kind of natural abilities are worth a ton. Number 2 is you can pivot your role or pivot your industry, but it's really hard to do both. So, for example, if you work in sales in a media company or in the media industry, you can go work sales at any company and you really are going to lean on your expertise at sales. Or maybe you want to get out of sales. The best way to do that then is to stay in the media industry and leverage your knowledge of that industry to go get a job in go-to-market or marketing, for example, and you're really leaning on your industry expertise. To switch your role and your industry is asking your future employer to make a really big bet on you, and that's very difficult. The number 3 is apply with intention. No more spray and pray. Do not do that. Stop doing it. 1,000 applications, you're going to get no jobs because it's impossible to show why you want a specific job, the level of thoughtfulness that goes into that, if you're applying to 1,000. I know it seems hard. You want to apply to as many jobs as possible. Keep your opportunities wide open. But what I'm seeing is that the applications where it's clear that there's a lot of care, a lot of thought, not a lot of AI involved at all, those are the applications that stand out. It doesn't mean you're going to get a job. And it's really frustrating to put a lot of time in and get rejected. I know it's happened to me. I feel that. But this is the best path forward. It's not showing that you want any job, but showing why you want this particular job. And last but not least, you need to leverage your network. But I find people do this all wrong. People want to help you, I promise, but they don't want to go out of their way to do it. So what you need to do is to reduce friction. Stop asking people, hey, if you see any roles that might be interesting, let me know. Now they have to monitor, they have to watch, they have to remember you, they have to send you the job posting. No one's going to do that. What they are going to do is if you make it so easy, you remove all the friction for them to help you, they will. So for example, maybe you want a connection at a certain company and your friend knows someone that works at this company. Here's what you're going to do. You send them an email and you say, hey, I want a connection to this person at this company for this reason. Below is a blurb. You could forward this email about why I want to connect and what my specific ask is of them. Could you please hit forward and send to that person? They are way more likely to do that where it's a very specific ask with no friction, a few button clicks. That's going to give you the best odds. Good luck out there.